day. It's actually April 1st, so this is the start of a new month, and I'm really excited for it because I'm going to be a lot more disciplined this month with my trading, but that's for another video. Today I want to show you exactly how I made my, it's about $178. So let's dive right into that. All right, so here we are again in the trading view here of Thinkorswim, the platform that I trade with. And again, none of this is financial advice, but today was a good day. Today I made $171 on some trades, but the bigger thing that I'll get into a little bit later is, man, you just need to trust the charts. And that's been something that for me has been difficult because it's, my goal is to get in trades and get out of trades. But if you can get in a trade and then wait and trust that that chart is going to play out the way that it usually does, then you can make more money. And so if I can trust the charts longer, two things: I can anticipate what's going to happen and enter a trade, or once I enter a trade, I can make more money off of that trade because I believe that it's going to go the way of the trade. So that's what I learned today. I guess maybe I'll cover that first. I shouldn't say losing days. This is what I learned today. So let's get into the actual trades today, and I'll show you why I learned that, those things. The last thing is just to be patient. Be patient because these trades do take time to develop. Charts take time to develop. And really what we're doing here as day traders is we're looking at charts. We're seeing where the opportunity is. We're waiting for that opportunity to develop, waiting for a good entry, and then we execute on that probability that it will take place. So let's look at the charts. I did something totally awesome today, and I kind of made all my triangles different colors so that hopefully I can teach you guys what I'm looking at and what I'm seeing in these charts. The losing trade of the day, nothing too exciting there. Down $37. I played this breakout at the beginning. I don't know how people do that yet. I'm not good at breakouts at the beginning. I know yesterday I made some money on it. Today, didn't make money on it. Don't get it. Looking to, this is like warrior trading. If you follow Ross Cameron over there, seems like an awesome guy, and I've learned a lot from him, but I don't understand how he trades these, so I don't know if I'm going to continue with it or not. But I only use 100 shares in my share size. So just to review this trade here, this attempt to trade like they do, you see this candle out of the get-go, and it rises a lot because the stock was up overnight. It gapped up. From, let's see, about $1.70 to a high of $2.58. So then they watch that and they're like, it's gonna go up, and it does, but then it goes back down so fast, and I have so much trouble getting that order filled with Thinkorswim that I usually get it filled. I have this written in my notes that I keep getting these fills in unprofitable territory. So for you, things to think about, actually none of this is financial advice, so things for me to think about is just, do I want to trade these super volatile stocks if I can't trust the chart behind it? And the answer to that for me right now is no, but I'll keep watching these and seeing what happens. Let's go to the main trade of the day, or trades of the day. I was trying to trade less and less today, but I just kept kind of seesawing between losing $50 and making $50, and I could never kind of catch that momentum because I wasn't trusting the chart. Now, at the time of this recording, it's about 10:38. This chart has developed, and I find that the charts usually will show what they're doing, show you some sort of pattern to go off of from about 9 a.m. to 10:30. I don't like to trade too often after 10:30 because that means that I'm probably doing something wrong and getting myself into trouble, like I did last month. But this is what the chart was showing me today. So I'm actually going to try to do something different here and get a bigger screen for you, so that I can show you exactly what I'm thinking here. Let's go to, I think, is it charts? I think it is charts. Yeah. Great, so let's look at this chart. All right, so hopefully this is helpful. We're going to look at the 5-minute chart first, and then I'm going to go into the 1-minute chart. So in the 5-minute chart, you can see that SPY, which is a ETF for the S&P 500, it's been kind of seesawing up and down over the last few days. It'll be up 2% and then down 2% and all this stuff. Overall, it's down significantly in the last few weeks. I think it's down about 20% off its highs. But again, with my strategy, because it fluctuates so much, I don't want my money in the market overnight, because if my money's in the market overnight, unpredictable things could happen with this coronavirus right now, with the economy right now. Different people could make a different statement and things could just be thrown off. So in this dark gray, this is trading hours. In the light gray, that's overnight hours. So during the day, you can see the stock has a trend to it, but then overnight, that trend might just reverse completely. And so there's a trend, and then overnight, it might dip completely. So it's really difficult for me to judge this. That's why I'm doing the strategy that I'm doing and just trying to scalp, get in the market, scalp some profits, and go with it. So let's look at today. That's down here, and I will zoom in to what we have going on. So remember, this is the 5-minute chart. So each one of these candles represents 5 minutes of trading action. And so what we see from the beginning of the day is a sort of a trend developing. You see it opens right here somewhere, it opens right here at about 247.56, goes down, and then it comes back up. Now on the green, these green candles, if it's green, it means it opened at the bottom of this box, and the total price is the wick itself. So from bottom to top, that's where the price was. So this one went down to here. It opened right here. Let me zoom in. I should put a class on it. It opens right here. It goes down, and at that moment, the wick would be red if we were watching this. And then it goes all the way up to this point, right here at 248.57, and then it closes that 5-minute window right here at 248.33. Now then the next wick starts, and you can see the next wick starts right here where this one left off, goes down within this 5-minute window, back up, finishes right here. If this finished below the opening price, then it would be a red wick, a red candle. Okay, a red candle, and then these would be the wicks or whatever. So anyway, that's what we're looking at here, just so you know. So you can see that the price was volatile within this region, and then it moves up, and it's uptrend. And this is where, after about 10 minutes of the market being open, we can see this sort of uptrend start. And as it progresses, we start to see different lines being formed. Now, I want to show you on the 1-minute chart what this first triangle looks like. And so this triangle that I'm looking at specifically is going to be this yellow triangle right here. This yellow triangle. So let's look at what the yellow triangle looks like on the 1-minute chart with the candles here, because then you can really start to see what these patterns are. If we can zoom in, that is. All right. So you can see the pattern. So it opens, goes down, it goes up, okay, back down, up, down, up. Now the peaks and the valleys here, we get to see trends start to form. So with this trend, I took this line here, and originally I had this trend line drawn. I'll just do a fake one here. Originally I had a trend line drawn right here. Okay, on this red one was how I initially drew it. However, that's because it went up and then back down to here, touched there, and then went up and then back down. And when it went down to right here. And so as the trend, as the pattern, as the chart was continuing to move, I've found, and this is something that's consistent with the book I'm reading on trend lines and on day trading, it's consistent with it. It says that you might need to adjust this trend line one time when you're dealing with triangle patterns. And I've actually found that to be true. As weird as that is, I found that to be true. So as this bounced here, and then it went up to here, and then it came back down and bounced again, I saw, oh, this is actually a continuating trend, and so I adjusted my base trend to right there. I hope that makes sense for you. So I adjusted that trend line once, and I've talked about that in other videos as well, just adjusting that trend line one time. I don't know why that works like that, but it does. Okay, so I'm going to keep that as is for right now. So that was the trend line. This was triangle. Now, this triangle that was forming, this wedge that was forming, it usually breaks really hard one way or the other at about 3/4 of being done. So right about here, what is very common is for these to either break up or down, and then to come back and retest. And so what happened was I had some orders placed just below this breakout and just above this breakout, kind of straddling it to see which way it was going to break. And it did. It broke down right here pretty hard, and I scalped some profits on it, and that was wonderful. I even put that on here. I waited, boom, scalped some profits there. But I knew it was going to come back up to some degree, back to this trend line, and so I got freaked out at this right here, at this support line that was drawn. And so I said, it'll probably come back up to that support line, so I'm going to try to scalp this for as much as I could, and I scalped about $50 profit or whatever it was at the time, right there. So just set my stops conservatively, wanted a quick win, and there it was. But I hope you can see how this wedge forms, and then we often get this break and then the retest of that line. Now on the retest of this is very interesting. On the retest of this line, it actually broke through, and it went back to this trend line that we've been using since the beginning. And so it breaks back through here, comes back down, bounces off it again, screams up as if it's breaking this trend line. So now it's breaking the other way, comes back down, tests this support line here, this trend line here, and then it meanders around that trend line. So what I had to do there was I had to draw a different trend line, because now we're in different, we're not in this wedge anymore. Now we're somewhere else. And so I needed a different trend to explain what I was seeing. So from the beginning, I put my trend here, I put my line here, and then I drew this line off of this second point, and then this third point, and lo and behold, what happened? Well, they matched up. And that's what's so cool about this technical analysis stuff. It, for some reason, matches up. So the chart developed. It bounced off there, and then it kind of went down. It broke through here, again, pretty hard, right? Broke through this trend line, false breakout here, and then breaks down hard through here, and then sort of meandered around for a while, finding itself inside of what becomes a channel. So this channel formed off of this line, which was the bottom of the first breakdown, and then we kind of see it in this channel, So this channel here and this channel here. After a little bit, we start to get a flat top to this, and so you kind of cap it off at this one. So you drew this trend line here, you go trend line there, and then we reach up here, and we could probably even bring this down just a tad if we're going to draw this better. And there you have it. We've got this sort of comes up, then we get here, test here, breakthrough, and on the breakthrough of this, now we start to see this flat top triangle here. On the breakout of this, that's where I put a trade in. Now I thought this was going to go a lot higher. I thought it'd probably go back up to this channel up here. Did not happen that way. Came back down. I knew it was going to come back down to retest, so I got out of that trade as fast as I could. And then I wanted to come back down, and I thought this was going to go back up, so I lost money playing this to the upside because I wanted to wait and be patient. It ended up going back up, but just way over here. So once it came down below this is where I get into trouble trying to scalp. I go really quick to one and really, really quick to the other, and that's where all my shares came in today. I think I had, 4,500 shares traded, so divided by 2 is whatever, 2,300, 2,250. So anyway, so it comes back down, tests this trend line that we started to draw, that we then could draw in here, breaks out, boom, and then we have, then we have room to run, comes back up to this channel line that we drew right away, and then came back down. Came down very hard after this support that became, this resistance that became support. And that's where I made a majority of my profits. Scalping this all the way down, I exited here. And then once it went through this long-term trend line, I made another nice scalp here and made my profits there. So you look at the morning, it's an hour, it's however many hours, 2.5 hours or whatever of trading, and you make your money here. I lost money there. made some money here, and then you make a lot of the money there. And so now this is kind of in like sort of this free fall. If I was going to, you know, sort of make a chart on this just for fun, I'd say, you know, now it's looking for support zones. So we can see here that there is a support zone at, you know, right here somewhere. There's a support zone that it's finding. Is it going to continue to break down below this support zone? Because the next support zone would be way down, probably around here. And if it goes through that, then, you know, we just go support zone after support zone. And then as far as like channels go, I'll try to draw some of this in before my camera runs out of batteries, but I would try to draw, you know, some sort of trend line like that. And using this point and this point, and then we'll see. Maybe this will come back up, but it's got to fight through this downward channel to be able to have sort of a new shape. So anyway, there it is. The dust has settled. It's $171 profitable. This is April 1st, so nice to have a nice profitable day on the first of the month. I'm working on the recap video for March, which will be a down month. I had 3 bad trading days. It was a wonderful month, very consistent except for 3 bad trading days where I lost a ton of money. And so I'm gonna make the video recapping what that was all about. And then I'm working on, you know, trying to become a better teacher, trying to explain this stuff to you so that you understand how these markets work. And again, in my philosophy here, we're looking at psychology graphically displayed. Buyers and sellers entering the market based on price alone because of the psychology of what is going on. This is a technical analysis. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great day today. Hope you have a wonderful day. You do what you want. My wife and I are going to take the kids and try to go get some much needed rations at the grocery store today as we're in this coronavirus thing. So hopefully that goes well. And I'm back here tomorrow trading and hopefully making some more videos for you guys. So if you like these, don't forget to subscribe. I'll put some videos somewhere on this screen. I'll also make sure you hit the like button that notifies other people about what's going on here. And this is sort of my journey. This is really sort of a side hustle so that I can start making passive streams of income, because I think this is a type of passive income, and I'm excited to make some more. So anyway, have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.